Hello you guys, welcome back to Janie's Crazy Life. I'm going to share with you something. Tomorrow I start my 5-day prep for that dreaded thing called a colonoscopy. I have to do one because unfortunately I've hit that age of, and I'm not going to say it a lot, 50. And I have family history of situations on, I believe, my dad's side and my mom's side. Well, both sides. So, I have to have one. And this doctor I have does things a little bit different. When my mom had one several years ago, she just got a prescription liquid or stuff you drink the day before your colonoscopy. And then you have a clean out day and then you go get your procedure done. My husband, several years back, because he's older than I am, that was what he did. He did a chemical, a bottle of stuff, drank it throughout the day before, and you cleaned out, and then you had your procedure next day. But my doctor, for some reason, he does a situation where you go buy this bottle of Miralax from your local pharmacy, and you buy the package of Dulcolax, which is a laxative, and you take that the day before. But 5 days prior to, you do a prep, basically. On the first day, you basically start eating raw vegetables, beans, corns, nuts, rice, and seeds. You limit your bread and grain and bran and oatmeal, which is not really a problem because I'm not a big oatmeal, bran, or grain eater. And you stop taking certain medications and stuff like vitamin E, fish oil, iron supplements. And if you're on blood thinners, you probably have to stop taking those because it says if you're taking blood thinners, you must obtain permission in advance from a prescribing physician to discontinue them. They want you to discontinue them. So I will do basically watch what I eat. They give some, I got a nice little paper. They give you some items that you're allowed to eat, like eggs, yogurt, cheese, canned fruit, bacon, meat, not breaded, fish, potatoes with no skin, cream soup, vegetable soup, no noodle, no rice, cooked vegetables, bananas, fruits that are peeled, pudding but not bread pudding, and ice cream. And then there are sample meal ideas like baked chicken with tomato sauce and cheese topping, mashed potatoes and broccoli, a hamburger patty with cheese, no bun, and I don't know if it's no bun and no fries, but it says no buns and fries. I'm assuming fries are okay because they're cooked potato, but I'm not going to chance it. Pork chops with au gratin potatoes, green beans, ham steak with sliced canned potatoes, broiled and sprinkled with spices and cooked vegetables. Steak, baked potatoes, again, no skin, and cooked vegetables. Baked potatoes, no skin, but with cheesy broccoli, bacon bits crumbled on top. So that's some ideas that they give people to eat. It's really kind of a no-brainer to me. If they just told me no nuts, no bread, watch the grains, no raw vegetables, I'd understand it. But I understand why they give this. I'm telling you about this because so many people don't know what a colonoscopy is, and we all dread them the first time, I'm sure. I'm not looking forward to this. I want to do everything I possibly can pre-prep so that we just get in there, get the business done, and get out of there. Because I want them to be able to see whatever they gotta see and tell me everything's fine and I can go on my daily life and enjoy my crazy world on my own. So, enjoy it. So, I'm gonna keep you kind of posted on what I'm going through. I will be having, I go out to dinner tomorrow, the first day of the 5-day prep, for a birthday luncheon for a friend of the family. And she's, of course, picked a barbecue restaurant. And this is a newer barbecue restaurant. It's called Mission Barbecue in Bradenton. So we got to go a couple towns over to Bradenton. And their menu is limited from what I can tell online. So it's like barbecue sandwiches. So I'm going to try to limit to like, because it says limit it. And this will be my last bread tomorrow of the, I'm going to try to limit to an open face sandwich at the worst. I'm going to, I think the only vegetable they have on their menu is string beans. So I'm going to try to be very cautious tomorrow. so I can get this started. And I'm going to kind of vlog this whole situation and kind of take you through my journey to the day of the procedure. Try to take you right up to the trip to the procedure and afterwards. I'll decide after the procedure whether or not I want to go into detail after I do the closing of my video. If you want to hang out and see it, like a footnote or something. If I decide whether or not I'm going to give you detail of what they do. I do not and did not want to know the procedure ahead of time. My daughter wanted to read to me everything about colonoscopies and like, oh, don't tell me nothing. The doctor told me it was going to be a simple procedure. He really wasn't worried about anything. He didn't see an emergency or anything like that, and that kind of thing. So I'm not worried. But I'm gonna kind of like do this video because I think people want to know about this stuff. And if you've never had anybody in your family ever have one, you got to do it for the first time. I'm sure it's a little scarier, but people around me have had them, so it's not as scary. I just dreaded it. I've been referring to it, and I apologize as the butthole doctor around here. I just did not want to go there. So I'm gonna say goodnight for tonight, and I'm gonna try to take you through my next 5 days up to the procedure, so you can kind of go along on the trip with me. So until tomorrow, good night, and I will talk to y'all later. Okay, you guys, we are at Mission Barbecue, and this is the lunch, and this lunch goes along with the 5-day prep. Got ribs, mac and cheese, and beans. So, till later. Alright, y'all. This is morning 2. This is breakfast. It is basically mostly egg yolks because we have fresh eggs, so we get an abundance of eggs so we can eat more yolk if we want. Whether it's good for you or not, I don't care. And some bacon put in the scrambled eggs with some cheese, pepper, and salt. So this is an okay thing to eat for the 5-day pre-prep. So, later. Okay, y'all, day 2 for dinner is lemon peppered salmon and a baked potato, no skins. So, yummy, yummy. Alright, y'all, this is day 3, and this is more of a brunch than a breakfast or a lunch. Got bacon, a couple eggs. I don't know if the hash browns were allowed or not. They said French fries, but I don't eat a lot of them anyways. But this morning I woke up hungry because I've not been able to have bread or fresh vegetables, or gotta be careful with the fresh fruits. So I thought I would have a little bit of the hash browns. So it's not like you can't eat. You just have to, like I said before, no brands, no grains, no breads. Gotta watch juice with pulp. So I'm having apple juice. No juice with pulp because you gotta see through the juice. No red stuff. No, like, I guess ketchup might be pushing it. Oh well. But I won't do it again after this meal. So it's not like you can't eat, but how many eggs can somebody eat in 5 days? I can eat one a day or a couple a day, but I don't know if I could eat them 2 or 3 times a day. Alright. Later. Okay, y'all, lunch on the 3rd day of pre-prep is a half a baked potato with no peeling on it and some chicken breasts. So you can eat, it's just not some things you like. Alright, later. Alright, y'all, this is dinner on day 3. So I got cooked veggies, hamburger, and potatoes, because potatoes are okay. Cooked vegetables are okay, but I won't be eating them tomorrow. I just want to play it safe. And meat. So, this is dinner. It's not that you can't eat. Just can't have bread, pasta, beans, and rice. And raw stuff. So, this is dinner. Later, y'all. Okay, y'all. This is the last thing I get to eat for 40-some hours. You get to drink like crazy tomorrow, but I don't get to eat anything else. I'm having some cut up banana with some ice cream and chocolate syrup. Tomorrow, I don't even think I'm allowed to have ice cream. I think it's got to be clear liquid. And then the procedures, tomorrow will be Monday. The procedures at Tuesday at 2:40. So it's going to be 40-some hours before food goes back in my gut. So, bye till later. Okay, you guys, as I said, I'm sharing the experience. Tomorrow's the big day for the colonoscopy at 2:40 in the afternoon. At noon today, this is the Walgreens version of Dulcolax. I take 4 of these. Not looking forward to that. This is Walgreens version of Miralax. So, the directions say that I have to drink 32 ounces at 1, and then at 6 p.m. I have to, at 1 for 2 hours, I have to drink 32 ounces of this stuff mixed in liquid. Then at 6 p.m. I have to do it again for 2 hours, sip on it, drink it, whatever. I don't know how much sipping we're going to do. We might do some guzzling. But it says you can mix it into any liquid. It's supposed to be non-flavoring. So I have chose to torture some apple juice here. I got 64 ounces of apple juice. So it's supposed to be 7 capfuls per a 32 ounces. So I need 14 capfuls of this stuff. It is powder, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you ask me, halfway point will probably take care of it. But here go 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. How much is actually left? Ooh, oh, I'm not doing another whole capful. It said 4. It said 7. So I did. You guys saw me count 14 capfuls, and I'm assuming the cap is that white insert there, not the purple, because the purple is just to go over the thing. I'm assuming that's the. I'll give it a dash. What the heck? I'm already in pain thinking about it. So I had poured off some reservoir apple juice because I wanted to make sure all the powder got in there. So I'm going to pour some apple juice back in. Oh, this is going to be so painful, guys. I want it cold, so I'm going to shake this up. Mama says, because she does not want to accidentally drink the stuff, so she says I need to do a skull and crossbones. Basically. So there's my skull and crossbones on my bottle, on the lid. Now, if any of my family, they normally don't drink a lot of apple juice, but they have, oh, look at that in the bottom of that. That's gross. If they happen to drink this, it's all on them. It's their own fault. Oh, this is going to be so good. So I'm going to shake it up good. And I'm going to hope that I can live through this taste. I'll put this in the fridge to keep it cold. So, hopefully it will continue to, oh, it's so thick on the bottom. It's so thick. Hopefully the stuff dissolves itself. Because it's actually in less than 32 ounces of liquid, honestly. If I have over a cup here. Oh, it's too thick, I'll just add that apple juice as we go. But I'd rather get this stuff down quicker than not. I mean, I don't mind halfway point. Leaving some for later. Keep my fingers crossed this happens quickly. And I think, I watched this girl yesterday on YouTube who is one of those competitive eater people who likes to like break records. And I watched her eat, I can't remember her name, I think it's Molly something, but I'm not sure. I watched her eat 2 72-ounce steak dinners from a steakhouse in, I think, Texas. And then she was going to beat her own, she did it. She was going to beat her own challenge, but then she eats other crap that's disgusting. So if I get hungry, I'm just going to watch disgusting food challenge videos on YouTube. And anything that makes people want to vomit. So when I'm not drinking this stuff, so that I won't have the mood to eat anything. But let's hope this works. If this doesn't work, Mama's got to run to the store and get me another bottle of this stuff. Because that means I messed it up. I think it's dissolved, so I'll shake it again a little bit. It's going in the fridge. To keep cold. Alright, I'll let y'all know how things go. 12 o'clock is the moment this stuff starts. Hang in there. Alright, you guys, it's 12 o'clock, so I'm opening the box, the dreaded box. I'm supposed to take 4 of these. Oh my, they're little itty bitty pills. It's going to cause a lot of damage. And it was highly suggested that not only when I start this thing, and I want to be crude, but to use baby wipes when it starts happening. And it was suggested highly by individuals that you apply some sort of protective barrier from the irritation that might be caused. So starting out with A&D ointment. I have a little bit of that apple juice left over from the big container to wash this down with. These don't taste like nothing. So they're those teeny tiny little pills. Because again, they are these tiniest little pills. Can cause so much stuff. So in they go. I do not know how quickly they will kick in. And I pulled out the apple juice, because this starts at 1, and it pretty much has dissolved all that powder. And it's supposed to be non-flavoring, so hopefully it's true and it just tastes like I'm drinking, because it says unflavored powder. It tastes like I'm just drinking apple juice for the rest of the day. That would be okay. If it does not and it has ruined the flavor of my apple juice, well, then I will have a hard time with apple juice for a while. So until I catch in with you guys and tell you what's going on, alright, I'm sharing, but I'm going to say hang in there until later. Okay, you guys, here it goes. It's 1 o'clock. We have to start drinking this stuff. So, remember, I put it in apple juice. Shake it one more time. Hopefully it has dissolved and it has not changed flavor of apple juice. I'm supposed to drink 32 ounces of this over the next couple hours. So, I see I have a half a cup here. It smells like apple juice. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. I can drink this stuff. Because the pills ain't done nothing yet. This actually tastes like apple juice. So my suggestion, we had some off-brand apple juice. And it has a little more twang than this. If you're going to have to do this, go get Mott's apple juice if you like apple juice. Because the name brand has more flavor, I think. And I cannot. I can't taste this stuff. Oh, wonderful. I can't taste it. I mean, the apple juice, I think, tastes just like apple juice. I think it did dilute the flavor just a little bit. Because the cup I drank with the pills had more of an apple-y flavor. This, I think, diluted it not enough to know anything. So I figure I have to drink about half of this within the next 2 hours. So that will be no problem. Oh, this is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So I poured me a whole cup. A whole cup. I don't know if you can see it. It's hard to show you. But I poured a whole cup of this. So it's a full cup, and it's a big cup because it's my pink camouflage cup. So until later, I'm gonna say, hang in there. I'm hanging in there. See y'all later. Okay, you guys, I'm at cup number 3. Cup number 3. So I've drank 2 cups. This is cup number 3, and I've drank about half after this, I will have drank about half the container. All I feel is maybe, I guess I'm waiting for something to happen. All I feel is a little bit of like, maybe, like when you get like stomach pains or something from eating, or you're going to be hungry or something. Something's not gurgling, but I don't know. Nothing's happened yet. I did go run to the bathroom because I thought I had to go, but it wasn't anything bad. Yes, I'm sharing this with you guys, but this so far has tasted pretty decent. So I got no complaints about the drinking thing, because that's what most people in the past have complained about. The fact that the stuff tastes so nasty, so gross, salty, bittery, chalky. But mixing it in apple juice has been easy peasy so far. So maybe this isn't going to be as bad as I thought. It'll be over with after 4 o'clock tomorrow. It should be over with. So I do have, my mama bought me some chicken bouillon in the like chicken broth in a can. So if I get hungry, I'll have that for dinner later. It's just psychologically telling you you're drinking chicken soup, but mommies take care of their daughters. So I'm going to drink this last cup, wait until 6 to do the rest of the jug. But so far I got no complaints, and I am not hungry. I feel stuffed from just drinking. So that's a good thing. So later. Okay, you guys, I'm like, I think it's 3:30 in the afternoon, so I'm a couple hours in after starting the liquid prep stuff for tomorrow. And yes, I've been to the bathroom, so I don't want to be crude at all. I just want to let y'all know what the procedures is, so in case somebody else has never done it and got to go through it. But I've made about 8 trips to the bathroom. Now I'm getting just a teeny bit hungry because my stomach is empty, and my stomach is, because I drank that stuff, it's working, so it's like cleaning me out. So my stomach is like, my intestines are like getting cleaned out. So I'm a tad bit hungry, so I heated up some chicken broth, because I can have chicken broth because it's clear. I heated up, I don't know if it was a half a can. I'm going to sip that, kind of fool myself. Then later at 6, I got to go back to drinking that stuff, and then I'll feel full again. And they said make sure I drink lots and lots of liquid today, because at midnight I can't have any more. So they said drink lots and lots of liquid today. So I'll drink lots of liquid before I go to bed. But so far so good. The stuff didn't taste bad. The trips to the bathroom haven't been horribly bad. That's where the prep for that came in handy. And I'm telling you right now, baby wipes is your friend. So, later. Alright, y'all, I'm back. I am 15 trips to the potty. Now, I'm keeping count. It's been 15 trips. So far, no irritation. You hope you don't have it, because that's one of the things that happen. We are now working on the second dosage of liquid. So, got to get this down. And so far, so bad. It's not so bad. I thought I was going to be irritated in a particular spot. And running to the bathroom hasn't been that big a deal because it's just around the corner and I'm running fast. But I've had a little bit of cramping in my stomach. Like, my stomach's made noises I ain't never heard before. Never heard them before. I didn't know your stomach can make that loud of a noise and those kind of noises. Been a little bit burpy. A little gassy. But as far as, like I said, irritation, and I will talk more about the prep thing after this is over with, what I did to keep from being irritated every time I had to go to the bathroom. But so far, so good. I have a little bit of a headache, but I think it's because I think I'm hungry, but there's no way I'd want to eat food and have to pass that stuff after all this so far today. But so far, so good. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Family members have gone through a lot worse than I'm going through, and I'm very happy. Like I said, that nasty tasting stuff tastes like apple juice today. So later, I'm hanging in there. Bye for now. Alright, everybody, I'm at the surgery center in Brandon, Florida. It took about an hour and a half to get here. So it's gonna happen now. I did continue to have to use the restroom this morning. I was hoping that was gonna stop by today. And I think I'm gonna have to go one more time before I go in. But here's to they go in and they go, oh, nothing's wrong, everything's fine, see you in 10 years. Here's to that. A little prayer won't hurt either. So, all I got today is I got a headache from not eating for over 24 hours. I got a slight headache, and I got a tiny little bit of cramping in my abdominal. Just a little bit, nothing to really worry about. More like maybe gas pains a little bit, but overall, slept pretty good last night, and just want to get it over with. Wasn't looking forward to this at all. And I was nice to Mama. I let her get a milkshake on the way, because Mama's got to put weight on after cancer. So it was my suggestion to get her a milkshake on the way. But hopefully I can eat something afterwards. I am going to ask them, though, if I can take if I need to take something like Imodium AD or something to stop. Because I don't want to go eat lunch after this and lose everything I ate going straight to the bathroom. It's a long ride home to have to go to the bathroom after this. So, alright, see y'all after the procedure. Hang in there. I am. Okay, you guys. This is the finalized the colonoscopy journey. Okay. Colonoscopy was done successfully yesterday. I have to do it again in 3 years, unfortunately, because I'm very thankful I did this, because they actually found 2 polyps, and one was rather large to the point that they had to remove it, cut it out. I don't want to be crude or nothing, but they had to cut it out. And they applied a clamp on me that I will have for 8 weeks. Supposedly it passes. Like if you ate a watermelon seed, it's not supposed to be really big. I cannot have an MRI, and I have to carry a piece of paper around with me for the next 8 weeks stating that I have this particular clamp inside my colon, the sigmoid part of my colon. The doctor said they looked okay. That's the important thing about doing the colonoscopy. I have family history of my father and my grandfather having colon cancer. So it is very important when you have family history to have a colonoscopy when you reach a certain age. 50 is usually the market year that you start this procedure. And if everything is perfectly fine when they do it, you probably don't usually get another one for 5 or 10 years, depending on your doctor and your family history. But my husband had one a year or so ago, and he can wait 5. I, on the other hand, because of what they found, I have to go 3 because I had a really large one. But that being said, I'm going to post some pictures I downloaded from the internet. They're illustrations of what they do, and my daughter, who usually edits my information at the end of a video, she's going to link a video that we found on YouTube that explains the procedure to people. She will link it in the description down below. But this is the thing. My doctor, like I said at the beginning, had me do a 5-day watch what you eat kind of thing. As I told you guys at the very beginning, no grains, no rices, no beans, no fresh vegetables, no fresh fruit. Everything's got to be cooked and peeled. You could have baked potatoes, but you had to peel them. It was like a pre-eating thing. It's like you were getting your body ready for the cleanse. Now, the saving grace to the thing. Okay, this is Ducalax, but it's a store brand. I started my cleanse with this, 4 of these, and then I had mixed this into a jug of apple juice, and it was so much easier because everybody always has to drink that salty gallon of stuff that everybody's like, oh, it tastes so horrible. I was drinking apple juice. It was wonderful. But, and again, I don't want to be crude, but this is informational. This is like, you need to know this thing. Prior to this, an hour before I did this at noon on the 7th, I applied this to that particular part of your body that they're going to enter. Okay, the rectum. I applied that to the hole. I'm sorry, I don't want to be crude. Because I figured it's a barrier. It's better than Vaseline. It's actually thicker than Vaseline. So I applied this to the area so that I would not be sore. Because that's what everybody I've ever met says. You get irritated from going so often. So every time I had to go and expel the stuff, I would use... I used this over another brand because it had the baby lotion in it. And I'm telling you guys, this worked. I would wipe with this, dry with toilet paper, and before I did anything, because I have a germ fed, I would take a little bit of this, open it up, put it on, I would put it on my, basically I would put it right here on my hand, and I would have like a dab, like toothpaste on a toothbrush, so that after I went, I would come in the bathroom, grab this, put a dab on my hand, because my hand was clean, because I didn't want to contaminate the thing whatsoever. And then I would use toilet paper, and when I was dry, I would apply that until the next time I went. I did this every single time I went. I did not get sore and raw like so many people say they get irritated. I mean, because you can even apply this in areas other than just that particular spot where you're wiping, because you do get sore. After a while, it's like, did I just use a little migraine sandpaper on my tushy or not? So I ended up a total, and the surgery center said that they had never had anybody count it before. I ended up between the 7th, the day before doing the cleansing, and the morning of the procedure, because my procedure was not until 2:40 on the 8th, on Tuesday. I ended up going to the bathroom 37 times. I actually think it was 38, but I know I counted 37. So this is what saved me. I'm sorry, it was not unpleasant that way. The day of the procedure, I went in, and basically, they were so nice. I had it done at the Brandon Surgery Center in Brandon, Florida, a few hours away, because that's where my insurance took me. But super, super nice doctor. The doctor's name was Dr. Ashworth. His staff and everything was, the surgery center staff was the nicest medical staff I've ever dealt with. They were very nice, polite. The last thing I remember doing was, of course, you get completely undressed and put a gown on, opens and back. And they put you on top of they walk you to a procedure room, and you get on the gurney. The anesthesiologist spoke to me for a second. After I met her boss, the doctor, she was one of his anesthesiologists under him. And she said to me, take 3 deep breaths. And breathe in, breathe out, take 3 deep breaths, and we'll see you in about 20 to 30 minutes. Good night. And I did 1 in and out, and I took my second big breath, and that was it. I was gone. That was it. I felt sleepy. That was it. I was gone. And I woke up fine. I had no special diet afterwards. Even with the staple clamp in me, I have no special diet. You can expect a little spotting after the procedure. Possible. They said that could happen. I have not seen any of that. I mean, I was hungry. We stopped at a restaurant that we had gone out of town for that was up near there. Because I'm not a foodie, but we will go someplace for a meal if it's a good restaurant. We stopped at this place called, I believe it's Ruth's Steakhouse in Riverview. And I hate spaghetti. They got the best spaghetti I've ever eaten out. I mean, I don't eat spaghetti out. I had spaghetti afterwards, and I was fine. And today I've eaten normal. Today, the day after, I don't think that stuff I drank to cleanse me is completely out of my system. I'll put it that way. Because I'm still having to go to the bathroom a little bit. And when you come out of surgery, I gotta tell you this. When you come out of surgery, because the instrument they use goes up the rectum into the colon, and it basically is looking for the polyps. I guess they shoot you with air, because they told me they shot me up with air. You come out of that surgery thing very gassy, and you do fart. So, and they want you to do that. So, I've been a little gassy last night and some today a little bit. But, yes, everybody dreads this little operation. But, as I said, it was very important that I do it. I'm glad I did it. If I had not caught those polyps in time, they could have turned cancerous. Because I believe that's what can happen with polyps. Don't quote me 100%. I am not a doctor. I'm just going with what I was told and what I figured out and what I saw on. But I believe if you do let a polyp go for a very long time, you have a high risk of it turning into cancer. And I'm sorry, I don't want butt cancer. I'm sorry, I don't. So I will do what I can. Now, yes, I still have to wait for the final results, but the doctor told me they looked okay. The pictures they showed me were nice pink and red, which was normal. I'm going to, again, post some pictures I uploaded. They're illustrations. They're not actual people. So you won't, it's not an actual person. So you can kind of, and then, of course, down in this description, if we link it right, there'll be a video. But if we don't link it right, just go on YouTube and type in colonoscopy. There's a very good video on there that explains the procedure. This wasn't a crazy thing that happened in my life. This was a necessity. But if you like what you see, just like and subscribe. I will post serious things throughout life. Throughout my life. Most of my life is crazy, but this was something important. I did find out from this procedure that I have a slight irregular heartbeat, and I am now having to have that checked, and there'll be a video about that possibly later, which is another thing I found out about. Didn't know I had an irregular heartbeat, that I've had, since yesterday's colonoscopy, I've had 3 EKGs on it, so, but I will possibly post about that. But if you like what you see in my videos, like and subscribe. Until next time, enjoy the little bit of crazy that happens in your life, because you're going to laugh about it later, I guarantee you. Bye. See y'all later. See you in the next video.